this was finished 81, 85 when that was finished. It was exhibited at Olympia 1998. They gave it a gold, bronze, and it was out of its category. I mean, most of them were dolls' houses of some sort, simple to make, but of course some of them really make a skill of it. Like what was it? I saw two that were made at Norfolk, in Norfolk, some cottages, just bungalows, thatched, the doors, the windows, sashes, everything was perfect, brilliant. They were masterpieces. But there's other things. I mean, you could get cardboard and put a window in and a door in, and if you've got all the tools, you can make almost anything. I had no tools when I did this. Let's see. That tool, that there, was the primary tool I used for sculpting into here. And what I would do, I'd make a rough cast, wood and everything. I'd put pieces of wood in here where the windows would be going, and then when I've got it all, the rough cast, I would now start to do all this sculpting. But I did it with what they call grouting, which is cement and water on its own. And you've only got about 3 or 4 minutes at most. So I would only do, we'll say, that amount, and so on. That amount, and that amount. It take a lot of time. And I do it also with an ordinary paintbrush that an artist would use when painting a picture. I had to be a small one. I think there's one here. Even no smaller than these, smaller than those. And then I could put a knife down there and then pull this through it, and that's how I was able to cut into this cement. And I would say, now I would do, we say this west transit, north transit, and I would finish it. I wouldn't come back for another 2 months. And then all of a sudden, when I did come, I'd pick it up and I'd hold it. And I'd sit here for perhaps half an hour. And I would then put it down. I'd go away. I wouldn't come back again perhaps for another 2 months. Then I'd come back again. Now these visitations become closer and more frequent. Then all of a sudden I come and I start working. As easy as that. And this is how this was built. I had no drawings whatsoever. All I had were pictures, photographs about that size of Salisbury. And then I had a cardboard model which was about that size, so I blew it up, used that as my my plan to follow. And so that's how this was created. 3 times the size of the cardboard model which I bought when buying the book at the cathedral some years before. And so here we were with doings, and this was finished in, as I say, over nearly 4 years.
Tell me, how did you do the stained glass windows?
Stained glass windows?
Yeah.
All I did it with with Unibond, using water, that's Unibond in water, and watercolours. No pictures, of course, I've just put marks here and there, and I'll show you in a minute what they look like. Is it on?
Oh yeah. Yeah, very good.
And of course I can put another bulb at the other end. Yeah, I'm proud of this, as I say, and I think I told you about that glowing warmth which I experienced as it started to emerge.
Yeah, that experience, that was amazing.
And it's not an imagination at all. It was. I wasn't doing it on my own, I was. And I firmly believe there is something greater than me. But all this has been painted with mainly watercolours with Unibond, mixing with Unibond. So I have touched up with Mason's paint. This is made of artist's paintboard, the roof, and I've sealed it with another piece of the same material to cut out the light when I put lights in it, otherwise the lights would come through. Yes, I've improvised, and something has been telling me, try this, try that. It's amazing what I learned by just doing this. If I could go back, say, 30 years, I would have been looking to be a sculptor. I would have done in art, because I've only anything I do with cement or any materials, once I can use them quite easily. Yes. Vanity was the word I was thinking of. Vanity that is not for a painter, should not be for an artist. But many of them are vain. They think they're clever. I hate the word clever. And that's all I heard. How isn't it clever? I hate the word. It's not clever. I was gifted to do it. And now I look at it, and especially when there's light in it, and music, decent music, lovely church music, properly calibrated from the model. And yes, this here dream of that scaperama. I exhibited down at Crawley. It was seen in, what was it called? Some firm, cement firm. And they phoned and asked if they could come and take a picture, and they did. And they put it in their magazine. I erected it upstairs, it was a big private school, public school, that the exhibition was in. And the man who opened it was the Lord Lieutenant of the County of Sussex. And he was an ex-Welsh Guards officer. I can't think of his name, a lovely man. He saw me coming along, and he said to me, as I come up to him, he said, would you ever have been in the Guards? I said, yes, Coldstreamer, sir. And he put his hand out and we shook hands. And that was painted in 3 weeks, and I continued the following 3 weeks to finish it on a board. This is on wood, and that I sold to my friend's son, who's a multi-millionaire, 350 quid, because I didn't think it was a commercial picture. But since then, up at Savile Gardens in Windsor Great Park. They got a lovely centre there. You can have lunch there as well. A bookshop and all that, everything is there. And also a part where you and I could go and exhibit our works of art. And I never knew about it. So that was never done. This I must keep out because I'm going to put it in a picture frame at last. And of course I'm not what you call a prolific painter, so I also sold a picture for £375 at an art exhibition down in Shepperton, and there was 327 exhibits. Some of them was painted by professionals. My picture was brought out and it was #1 best picture in the exhibition, technique and everything. The only thing that spoiled it from being the #1 was the frame in which I put it in. I was in ignorance. I had no idea of all this business of pictures and the right frames that go round. So there we were. And only one of the 3 artists who said to me, "Where did I learn to paint?" I said, "I never had a lesson in my life." And so she said, "It must come from here, the heart." I said, "It does. You've got to feel it. You've got to feel art." And when I was doing this, I was in another world, because I could be in here and Daff or somebody would come by there and I'd literally jump. Literally jump, because I was so engrossed in what I was doing. And as I say, that west front, while I was doing that, I think I chiselled all this off 5 times before I come to settle for this. 5 times. And that took 5 months. 5 months.
What did you think? Oh, don't!
Yes, it's very special. It's special.
Do you like it?
I do, definitely.
Beautiful, isn't it?
I think every creator, has that same sort of problem.
Do you?
With regards, oh yeah, definitely. With regards to, could be anything from making music to filmmaking to model making. Everybody struggles with, I suppose, being received and being acknowledged for their hard work. You know.
I like to think I'm generous. I see something, oh, that's lovely, I like that, that's brilliant. I'm straight away. If it's not, I'll say, "Oh yeah, how long have you been doing it?" And well, that's a good start.